Hey everybody, it's Tanya at Hummingbird Paintery, and today we are going to paint a butterfly. I'm really exhausted because I've been out in the sun for several hours. I came in for a little bit but then went back out. We've been trying to put the front on a shed. Mike wanted to expand it, which is ridiculous, and it's a lot more trouble than it's worth to me. But we'll see who comes on. And then I will put this up top so y'all can see up above. I still cannot turn this around, so I don't know why it's like that, but I'll just have to keep looking up top to see comments and stuff. I don't see any comments yet. So we'll just see who comes on. If you come on later and watch, I appreciate it. Just tell me where you're from if you're new. And I appreciate you coming on and commenting and doing all the things. And let me see if I can put this up here. I've got just a freaking mess behind me. All right, I don't see any comments still. So what I'm going to do is just put this downward a little bit so you can see. Now, I like this piece of wood. This is, I don't even know. Isn't it, what's that smelly good? The cedar kind. And I've got a butterfly that I cut out. This actually was sort of a 1970s type thing that I had. And so I, just traced around that. It was a metal piece, if y'all have had that from the 1970s, and I thought, let me just try to make a butterfly out of this. And I do like the background the way it is already. I have painted or drawn a flower on here, and I'm going to paint it kind of a pinky color. And I wish I had some pinks. I just don't really have any. And I went to Hobby Lobby yesterday to look, and I should have, let me move this over here. I've got such a mess going on. Let me see what I can do. We're just going to use this one right here. I still don't see any comments. I don't know if y'all are commenting and it's just not on. I don't know. So what I'm going to do is take some white, and I'm going to go with the red here so I can get that kind of pinky color that I like for stuff. And do it like that, but I need it real light color. I don't like that almost red look. So I'm just going to kind of get it to the way I want it, which is about, that's good enough. And then I'm going to just look at this for a second because I can't hardly see because it's such dark. So what we're going to do is just put our first coat on. This is kind of one of those cone flowers. And I just like those. And I'm just going like this. I don't have my tablet in here with me, so I can't see. I don't know if y'all are commenting and it's just not coming up. I don't know. So I apologize if people are commenting. I'll have to check later. So I'm just kind of going around this, leaving a little space because I'm going to come back and put the red in there a little bit. Just kind of like that. Bentley's out there just barking and barking at absolutely no one. My son came over to help us just for a little bit. It's just more than we can handle. I don't know why he thinks that he can do everything like he did when he was 30. But we just can't. I still don't see y'all's comment. Let me see if I can move them away. And then come back. But I still don't see anything. So I apologize. So I'm just kind of going in here like this. I know it's later than I normally come on. It's usually in the afternoon at 1-ish, but we were in the middle of stuff at that time. So I'm just kind of, this is kind of a flipped up kind of flower. So I'm just kind of going around it like this. And we'll see how it goes, and then we'll do the butterfly. And I kind of want to do a teal and light blue butterfly, so we're just going to see how that comes out. I don't know. We're going to put some black in it. And it sort of got brown for the center. Wish I could see y'all's comments. I don't understand why I don't see them. Of course, y'all might not be saying anything. So maybe that's why. So I'm just taking a little bit at a time. It's going to be a just like this. I'm just taking the brush and I'm just dabbing it on right in here. Have y'all ever watched Dr. Odyssey? I don't know what day it comes on. I can't remember, but I think it's supposed to be kind of like The Love Boat. Because it's kind of ridiculous, some of the storylines. So I'm thinking that it is. I just wanted to get y'all's opinion. All right, let me, whoop, I got a little piece right there of whatever that is. All right. Now let me dry this. Let me move this. All right, we're gonna do this. And we're gonna do another coat. That way you don't see part of the board underneath. Now this I'm just trying to tap on. Kind of cover up that. And I'll dab that on just so I can get it double right in here. Need some. And then we got one more right here. All right, now I'm going to take this red. We're just going to kind of go on the side here. And I'm just kind of pulling it in a little bit. So I'm just pulling in some of the color because this is kind of a small item here. I'm just going right like this. Once I get it all around the edges, then I'm gonna just pull it in. Do the same thing here. There. Do the same thing. Right in here. I still don't see any comments. I bet y'all are trying to say stuff and it just, Facebook's not letting us. And I'm just kind of pulling it. But I didn't want it to really be red. But I don't have any pinks. So I'm doing this kind of on the side right here. Just trying to give it a little bit of color right there. You just get a little bit on the edge of your brush. I'm just going to take this and do it down like this because it's just easier for me. Kind of like that. I'm just going right on the side. And I'm just kind of smearing it. Trying to do it all the way. Just leaving a little bit of pink so it looks more like the flower. We're going to go on the outside here. Let's try to get this just like that. And we're just gonna go downward a little bit, like that. Okay. I want it a little bit darker right in here. Same thing here. Okay. This isn't perfect, but it'll do. We're just gonna do a little bit like that. And I kind of wanted to just, you know, put a little bit right in here. Just like that. Now we're going to do the brown right here. And I really think we need, where is burnt umber? Although I'm not seeing it. We got to get green also. Where's my burnt umber? Let's see here. We need a little bit of this. And one of these is burnt umber. Why am I not getting it? I've got nutmeg, but I don't have my burnt umber. Hunter green. Let's see. Ooh, look at me making a mess. All right. We're going to get a little bit of green, even though I got too much. We're going to get my crappy brush. This is the one that I've used forever and ever, and it makes a really good little stippling effect. Why am I doing that? It's supposed to be brown. All right. But I need the dark. I don't need. Let me see if I got another burnt umber. This is burnt umber right here. And let me see if it's open. Yep. I may have thrown the other one away. It was so bad. But you just take this and you just stipple it. And it does sort of have, besides this, it looks kind of brown, but it also looks kind of orangey color. Let me dry this a little bit. Just see how this looks. We're going to put a little bit of chestnut color in here. And it'll give it that orange effect. Let's see. It's called Chestnut by Apple Barrel. Just a little bit. This gives it sort of an orangey hue. I still want to go back with some of the dark. And that way it kind of looks like it's 3D-ish. Just like that, okay? Now we're going to take a smaller brush. I'm just going to use this one, and we're going to do the green here. Let's see. We're just going to go right in here. We're just going to go all the way down. And I still want some of this color in there because we just want to tone that down a little bit. We don't care if it's perfect. Just needs to kind of look realistic. I think we're going to do it like this. I'm going to take this dark brown, get some of the water out of it, and we're just going to do like that. Just kind of doing it this way. Okay. There. Got that little piece off of there. And I think I want just a little bit more of this color green. There, so it doesn't look so dark. There. All right, now we're going to work on our butterfly. I'm going to put that over there to the side. And then we're going to take mostly, this is going to be black. The outside, I'll finish it later. We're just going to worry about the front right now. I'm just gonna kind of go to the bottom here. And when all of that gets filled in, it'll look a lot better. We're not going to make this look perfect. Butterflies are not perfect, so I'm not trying to make these perfect little circles. So we're doing it in between. just like this. Same thing right here. Going around this. I'm going to put a little water in it just so it'll be easier to go around this. Of course, it's got too much water. Once all the black is in there, it'll look good. It's just getting this portion. All right. So we're just going to pretend that we're going to do the sides because I'll finish that before I stick it on there for good. See how it's just coming together there. Just right around each little circle. I'm just filling in the background, which is going to be black. And then we'll put some blue hues in there once I do that. It'll just look a lot better, and you'll see a little bit more. Just like this. Still don't see comments, y'all. Has everybody been having issue with that today? And I'm having to use my little bitty brush. This isn't the smallest brush that I have. But to go around these little areas, and this is just really a template to do it. Because it doesn't have to be perfect. We're just gonna make it look the best we can here. This will be pretty. Be nice if I put a little bit of pink on there, just simply because it'll bring out the flower a little bit more. Even though mostly this is going to be some blues, turquoise color. And even if I'd done the whole thing black, it probably would be okay, because then I could put the other colors in it. See, I'm kind of going over that just because it's easier. I'm just going in here. I probably will put a few more little dots on there. Now this kind of is the, you know, the little legs or whatever down here. So we got to have a little white. And I'm going to use this brush. It's a little bit smaller. We're going to put some of this white in with this to make it a little bit lighter color. You could use Cloudless also. It's basically the same. Sorry, excuse me. Just like that. Like I said, it doesn't have to be perfect, because butterflies in nature are not, even if they look very beautiful. Okay, that's just some of that. I think it's called Island or something like that. What does this say? It says Caribbean. I knew it was something to that effect. We're just going to go down to this little area like that. And just filling in here, leaving a little bit of black in between. Just like this. Just like that. Kind of, we just need to go a little bit further right here. Just like that. And then I'm fixing where I messed up right here. And we're gonna put a little bit of that pink in there as well. Just like this. All right, let me dry this. And that's a little bit darker than that. It's kind of going down ombre type. Let's dry it real good. And then I'm going to take this and we're going to go in here and I'm going to just be gentle. It's got to be a little bit different down here because you want to be able to see this and not just be black. So we're just going to put this in here. My stomach's growling. Y'all hear that? All right. Now we're going to sporadically put these in here. All right, now we're going to put some pink. Just going to do it like that. Kind of like that. I'm going to try to take a little bit of this. And all of that's going to be like that. Now I'm going to put a little bit of black in here. Okay. This has some fuzz on it. Can't have fuzz. And then a little bit of white. There. Try this. This is the way it's going to look, but I'm going to paint this whole thing black so it looks like it's popping off of the page here. And I'm going to get a little bit of white right here. Just like that. And this is the way it's going to look, but it will have black all the way around the sides. So I appreciate y'all coming on today. I do love this. It's a pretty butterfly with the flower. And I appreciate y'all coming on. I'm sorry that I'm not on at my usual time at 1 o'clock, but I hope y'all have a good evening. I will finish this and then glue it on and take a picture of it for later. But y'all have a good evening. I'm sorry I couldn't see any comments. There's still no comments on there. I apologize for that. So I thank you for being here. Bye, y'all.